but
This meeting is
I
being
will
recorded.
start recording. So Stephanie, let me introduce you to Terry.
Hi,
Hi,
Terry.
nice to meet you.
Hello, nice to meet you.
So, Terry was just telling me she had a big grand opening bridal shower she does. Tell us what you do, Terry.
So my business is Transformational Tools, and we have a Zerona laser, which is for fat loss. So we actually had an exhibit at a bridal show.
Nice.
Yeah, it was pretty exciting.
Did you give demos?
No, we did not bring the laser.
Oh,
I
you
know.
didn't.
Okay.
Oh, I thought that's what you were doing. No?
No.
Did you have a lot
we
of
had-
interest? Yeah, go ahead.
did.
Tell. Do
we had
tell.
videos and information and stuff like that. Yes. And a drawing and fun stuff.
Good.
Yeah.
2 full days or what?
No, just one.
Okay.
But there is one in the spring that we're going to do a 2-day. One day is a women's expo and the next day is a bridal show
Nice.
in Concord.
Awesome. And
Yeah.
this is one of Terry's dreams she's been thinking about. That's what you started it this year, right?
Yes.
Cool.
When you said Concord, Terry, Concord, California?
No, Concord, New Hampshire.
Oh, okay. I was gonna
was
say,
trying to
Concord,
pronounce.
California, it's right here. It's close.
That's too funny.
Wow. Have you ever
Nice.
seen those blenders, tribal blenders, and they're good for travel, and they come in different colors, and you just blend up one portion.
Yeah.
They make those in Concord, California.
Nice.
It's just funny.
And then Stephanie, do you want to tell Terry what you're into?
Sure. I am positioning myself now as an online coach to help people eat more plants and add juicing and coaching them to reach those kinds of health goals. In fact, I'm doing a 5-day challenge right now, and tomorrow is day 5.
Nice.
It is awesome. It's such a great challenge.
Thanks.
So you do it via Zoom?
I do. And so people sign up, and then I have a video explaining each lesson for the day and the food type, the plant-based meal type, one's discussed each day, and put it into a real mix and match method for the ingredients. So that alleviates the question of, oh, what am I going to make in my salad? How am I going to put a salad together? How can I put together a real quick soup? Well, if you follow the method, then you'll have a high nutrient plant-based meal, and they're quick and satisfying. All made from
That's really cool. That's actually something that I would love to be able to share with my clients, because they're obviously trying to do fat loss and be healthier and better them, so that would be awesome to have that contact.
Oh, wonderful. Okay. That would be great. I am putting together the challenges this week, and then I'm going to be launching it again in January.
Cool.
But Terry, I bet Stephanie could send you the link, because you can still do it's a 5-day challenge, but it's like a 10-minute video for each 5 days. So you could actually see it and participate in it. Like when, Stephanie? Until
That's so funny. Yeah, until
Sunday?
so the videos will be up till Sunday night at 10, and then they'll be down. But you could look at it in between now and then. And thank you, Donna, for the reminder, because I did get the actual link today to help people sign up. That is so funny. I'm so tired.
I get that.
Like, tomorrow's day 5. Yeah.
it's exhausting, but it's an awesome challenge. I have it in my emails. If it's too much for you, Terry, Stephanie, I can send it to Terry. Your link or something.
Okay, and let me see if I can find it, because
But
I have. Thank you, though.
But that's a great connection for you guys.
Yeah.
Great.
Duh. Oh my gosh, we just spent a couple hours on the phone. I didn't even think, hey, Terry's doing this weight loss thing. Oh my God. Okay,
Very good.
well, we will get that info to you. Terry.
Okay, I look forward to it.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, what's up this week? Any, did you watch the videos for this week?
I did.
The video? It was, and just honestly, for honest opinion, what did you think? Do you have any?
I enjoyed it. Most of the things that you talked about this week are things that I already incorporate in my life.
I knew
Like
that.
I definitely I have stacks and stacks of books that I've journaled in for years. So, and I love that because every once in a while I'll look back through them and it's like, wow, I had these same kind of thoughts like 3 years ago. It's like so yeah, it's cool. I love journaling. I definitely do the morning ritual every morning. I spend time with, you know, saying prayers, talking to God, talking to the universe, whatever. Um, yeah, I'll be late to work rather than skip that. So that's big.
Wow, nice. So I'm curious, so you look back in your journals from 3 years ago and had the same thoughts. Have you noticed anything that's changed over the 3 years?
Yes. Yeah, definitely. Like when I say the same thoughts, I meant like I was on the same track of wanting to do the same kinds of things in my life, like I have vision boards that are 5 or 6 years old and they all have like outdoor weddings on them and it's like, okay, so I'm finally building that barn and I'm gonna have weddings here. So
Yeah.
Wow. Oh,
So
wow. That's
Terry
amazing.
Terry and I were in a coaching group a couple of years ago, and that I totally remember that was one of her big goals was to create this barn to have these weddings in. And it just started happening over the last like month.
yes, I'm trying to think of the day that they broke ground. It was in September, but now I have a full foundation and 4 walls, and the truss for the roof are supposed to arrive Monday. So yes,
Nice.
it's happening.
Wow, congratulations. That's really neat.
Thank
That's
you.
awesome.
My favorite barn wedding on TV was on Grey's Anatomy.
Ah,
I don't know if you ever watched that, but they had a whole thing when April Kepner got married to the guy with the cute eyes, Jackson Avery. And it was in the barn and it was really cute. It was so special and nice and intimate and friendly. It was neat. And it
I
was on
missed
TV.
that, but
It was good, yeah.
yeah, I think that's a great environment, but I'm just so proud of you, Terry, this is just so exciting to see all this stuff starting to happen. And Stephanie, I see it has already started happening with you too over these last 9 months since I've met you. Big, huge changes in
nice.
everybody. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
I had to make the goal a little smaller because my vision board ideas were so big that it was a little intimidating because I didn't know how to get from where I'm at to that eventuality. And so, yeah, those big things are still there. But eventually I got to where I'm like, okay, but what can I do every day? I need a smaller chunk. What can I do every day that's going to lead me to that with these priorities, these important things, these demands and this and that. And I feel like I'm finally figuring that out. At least more, better than I was a year ago.
Right.
So
Well, at each level that you get to, then you get good at that, then you can move on to the next level. So it's like layers, It's like
yeah.
I
And
still have some really big plans too, but
One
wow.
step at a time.
right.
Yeah, because that and being in action begets more action.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
And that's lovely, because I remember the days not too long ago, I couldn't get into action. It was too much to get there.
Right.
And a lot of things have changed since then, so yay.
Yay, good for you.
But a lot of it is a process too, and it's a lot of mind work, mindset,
Mhm.
visioning.
Yeah, and I had to change my diet because my diet was really keeping me, it was sapping my motivation, and then the menopause, and it was just like a bunch of it was just too much going on at once. And a year ago, August, I did a juice cleanse, and I ended up going 100 days.
Wow.
And I cleared up eye floaters, I cleared up skin
Wow.
issues, I cleared up, all the stuff you go to your doctor and they're wanting you to get those numbers better. They all got better. And all the menopausal symptoms went away.
Nice.
The crazy, like like everything calmed down, right? And the eating became, instead of in the forefront, it just became on the list that you do every day, like brushing your teeth. It's nothing that you're really passionate about. It's just something that you do, and no emotion about it either way. It was nice. It was like I regained a control of my existence that I hadn't had either in a very long time, and in some ways never had. And it was incredible. And it's what got me wanting to do this plant-based program, to take that experience and the decades of studying this stuff and trying to get to that point where I could finally do it in a real comprehensive way with really good results, tangible results. And all that kind of just came together at once, and it was last fall.
Nice.
That's awesome. It's
that was-
pretty powerful what food can do. Good, healthy, plant-based food for the most part.
Yeah.
And really how transformative it can be.
Yeah.
Mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, everything.
Yeah. And it was funny because now that it's been a year, I sense that when I start feeling the kind of the negative effects of menopause, like I don't have hot flashes anymore, but but like if sleep is starting to get disrupted again, or some of those crazy making thoughts start coming again, I'm like, wait a minute, okay, what have I been eating? Where's this coming from? Because this
Right.
left. This had a one-way ticket out of here, and somehow it came back. And then just getting back to my basics, boom, it's fine.
Wow.
Phew, phew. But I remember my mom is now 82, and she went into menopause in her 40s. And I remember her taking replacement therapy, hormone treatment.
Hormone replacement therapy, HRT.
HRT, yeah. And I don't know if she stuck with it very long. I do know at one point she developed a benign growth in her breast. And I was a kid, I wasn't really paying attention because mom's talking about her boobs again. Ooh. But so I don't know, but I know ultimately she stopped, and we never talked about it. And then I'm like, and then life goes on, and at 36 I started getting hot flashes, and always had a really minimal cycle, so that was fine, that was great. But never had kids, we just didn't. And but by 50 all that was over. And then it was the flow stopped, but the crazy making, and the lows were so low and the highs were so high, and couldn't sleep, and restless, and anxieties through the roof. And I just kind of felt like I was in my own little isolated prison.
Hmm.
Nobody really wants to hear about it. And nobody in my household, my husband and I and my dog, nobody had any answers. So I was just trying to not take it out on him, and I just got to where, you know what? I'm done. I am just starting over. How do you get the clean slate? You know what? I'm just going to do it just fast. And then within 10 days, all those iFloater clusters disappeared, which were very worrisome. And it just got better from there. I'm like, I never want to go back to eating solid food, which of course you're going to eat solid food because, we're designed to eat solid food, but it's definitely a continued regular part of my daily routine. And so it's like, I want to help others see how they can do that too.
Mhm.
If you need support, great. If you don't need support, I'm kind of the type that I didn't really need support, so I just did it. But it is nice to get to talk to people about it sometimes. So I
Yeah.
try to figure out all that, try to figure out who I can help.
Well, you just have to spread the word and get it out there however we can. And then, I mean, Terry can probably open up some doors with her clients too.
So do you do anything with social media?
I do. I'm on Instagram. I'll put it in the chat. And that the link I gave you is the Facebook group, but let me see. Yeah, it's Instagram is
I think that's one of those good things that came out of COVID was everybody learned how to do digital stuff. So I'm assuming you're in California.
yeah.
And I could share your information with people here in New Hampshire and, because of technology, you can be there.
Isn't that great?
That
I mean,
is
I
great.
really
That is
appreciate
nice.
all the benefits to technology we have, because when my mom was going through her menopausal challenges, where do you go for info? Your doctor was an old
I didn't
man.
know anything.
Yeah, you got this old man doctor telling you how to live through menopause.
Yeah. And, and books were expensive. I mean, you can go to the bookstore in the mall, but you can't buy all of them.
Right.
So what do? You just sweat in silence? I don't know. I don't know how she got through it. And I didn't want to know it at the time, but, and now I don't know if she remembers, but
Yeah.
it was just tough.
Right.
Now, and so I went back to college in 96, and I went to art school, but my focus was 3D modeling and animation. So it was all the computer stuff. The dot-commers were going at the time. They were in the neighborhood of the school. And a lot of my classmates left to, because they got offered jobs at all these dot-coms starting out. And then a little bit of the crash happened. And so they lost their jobs. I stayed in school. But even then, the internet was being talked about, but it was not as user-friendly as it is now.
Right.
We had classes on how to use it, but it wasn't. Oh, but the teachers were saying at the time, the internet is empty. We got to fill it up. Put some stuff up there. And I didn't know what to do with that. And it was a great opportunity, but I just didn't know.
Right.
So I'm like, well, it's okay. There's opportunities now. But
Right.
wow, how it's changed. And now my niece and
No
nephew, who are 19 and 23, they don't know life without it.
Right.
They don't know life without a phone.
Yep. It's
Yeah,
part
look.
of their bodies now.
Yeah. And they don't even know what a real phone looks like. Yeah.
Right. No, they don't. And how you have to share the phone and it has a long cord, but everybody can
That's
hear
right.
a conversation in the other room. Yeah, they don't know. It was hard. We didn't have snow going to school every day, but we had to share the phone in the kitchen. Just trialsome. It was
Yeah.
bad. Whew. Oh, man.
Okay.
Ah.
Well, thanks for sharing that. Actually, I'm glad you guys got to connect because I have a feeling that, I mean, it seems like it's a really good match for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
And
thank
if
you.
I
Yeah,
ever, when I get my clients, I can, we can all share everything too.
wonderful.
Sure.
So,
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I have a friend, she's in San Francisco, and she does this even before COVID, she put it together. She's a like a bride would call her to lose some weight and get some toned arms before the wedding, leading up to the wedding. So she does that. Personal trainer.
Yes.
Personal trainer. And then she rented some first floor space, got her shop all fixed up, a little gym basically near her place there. And then COVID happened.
Mm.
Horrible timing, right? But she worked out a deal with the people leasing her the space, and she didn't lose it.
Nice.
But she has a pretty good following online, and she's still doing it. And I'm so glad that her business endured COVID.
Right.
She's really good at what she does, and she's ideal for her certain type of client.
Mm-hmm.
that's great.
Just those small businesses want them
Right.
to survive. Yeah. We do. My husband does. He's had a business since before we got married of high-rise window cleaning,
Wow.
San Francisco. So he can, what do you call it?
Spider-Man.
Leap a building, yeah, in a single bound. He can do all that. Walk the ledges, this and that. It's very funny, but what is he afraid of? It's so funny too, because you think, oh, but yeah, well, he doesn't want to do the windows at home, but I can understand that. And the last place we lived in, it was so funny because he only cleaned the windows that he truly looked out of every day. Like, that is not fair. We share the whole house. And so in the bedroom, he goes, you got to go in there and check out the window. And there's this big smudge in the middle of the center of the bedroom window. It's the outline of a bird.
No.
Because we'd had a big rainstorm and it pelted from the side, so the windows got pretty clean.
Uh-oh.
This bird flew into it, and you can see this outline of a bird.
Oh, you poor thing.
Sad. I'm so sad.
Well, that's sad.
Oh yeah. So Alan he's on all these buildings, and he does get requests to pose in, like, to wear Spider-Man outfit, but nobody's offered him enough for him to really actually do it. But he can do it. He's there. Like, wait a minute, hon, what? Do a counter offer.
Maybe he needs to get out there more and advertise.
Come on, hon. Oh,
That's too funny.
Oh, well. That is funny.
gosh.
Okay, well, so Stephanie, I know that you still have to watch some of the videos for this program,
Yes.
and I definitely we'll talk, because I'd love to get your input.
Mhm.
And Terry, I just wanted to say, maybe if we could, I'll reach out to you and set up a time where we can talk. I just want to get your input of, what
Sure.
you thought was helpful, what,
Mhm.
if you could just think about maybe any takeaways or anything that changed in your life since you watched the program, or anything that you wish had been covered, or any constructive criticism, I would appreciate, just so
Sure.
I can improve on, because this was my first program, so I want to be able to make it so many more women can do it and benefit from it.
Okay.
And congratulations for getting this far, because that is awesome.
Yeah.
You did your pilot.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yep. Big step. So we're all on our way to something greater.
Yes.
Yeah,
Always moving forward.
indeed. But did you have anything you wanted to share, Terry? At all? Anything else, or
Um,
no
no.
pressure?
No, good.
Good. Okay. Well, I really applaud you, Terry, for showing up on every call and doing this with me. I appreciate it.
I
And I
appreciate
appreciate you
it. It's
being-
been great.
Yeah, good. Thank you. And I appreciate you here, Stephanie. Thank you so much for being here.
Absolutely.
Always a pleasure talking with both of you, and I will just be reaching out to each of you, okay?
Sounds good.
Okay,
And I really thank you so very much for taking the time and using the time to go through the course, and I hope that you have reached some benefit through it. So I'll look forward to talking to you soon, okay?
All
okay.
right.
All
All
right,
Nice to meet you,
Nice
Stephanie.
to meet you, Terry. Take care.
okay.
Bye.
care.
Yeah, check
Bye-bye.
out that challenge. That it's really, she does a really good job on that. It
Yeah,
makes
word it down. I'm gonna do that.
very simple, and it's like 10, I think the longest one was maybe 16 minutes or 14 minutes or something. But it just so like, do this, do this, do this, and you can make it any way you want. It's really, I really enjoyed going through it.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check that out. That'll be cool.
Cool. Yeah.
All right.
So I'm glad you did you see a lot of people? A lot of in your
Bridal
at-
show?
Oh,